Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the third-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. He hands it off from the gun. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He's a wide open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play from this offense through the air.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run in the previous play. The shotgun run call. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The Aggies looking to cash in this red zone trip. Third down, out of the shotgun. No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's fourth down. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. But hold on, there is a flag on the field, so let's check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Aggies line it up with 1st and goal. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. They go with a direct snap. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And the defense brings him down.
Here we go, Chris. Early in the game, opening drive. This is a big decision and really an opportunity to send a message for this offense. Do you go for this close to the goal line and make that statement, or do you settle for 3?
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. So a short attempt, but from the right hash, it's a bit of a tricky angle. The field goal is good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First down here for this offense. Handoff running right. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's looking deep here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. And now the running back's got it again. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Looks right for a quick completion. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And here's the handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
It is first and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. They'll try to run this one in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Second down and goal upcoming. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
We'll see what the offense dials up here on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And just a simple sneak to earn the 6 points, Kirk.
Yeah, no need to overthink it. The sneak works exactly as it's designed, and you get the score.
And he knocks through the PAT. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Here's the second down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Past the 20. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Alabama. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Quick throw to the left. And it's complete downfield. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Across the 40. At the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bama. Wow, what a play. Defensive score. And the interception taken to the house. A pick six. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks and springing that touchdown loose.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start at the 25. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Aggies will kick this away to start the second half. Return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. We get the second half started with the running play.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 2nd down, looking to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, tied. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Crispy gets so caught up in his wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to him. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read.
He'll take a deep shot here. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, 1, 2, 3 is bad enough, but 4 interceptions in one game, they have no chance of winning this game if they continue to throw the ball in the coverage.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Handoff from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Breaks loose at the 45. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. Just pounding away for another big gain, Kirk. You wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, an interesting call here. I know they have the lead, but I thought they might throw the football. They surprised me, but you know who they didn't surprise? That defense. They were not shocked at all by the run call on 3rd down and long. They stuffed that right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll kick it away here. Oh, it lands just short of the goal line, but bounces in for a touchback. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaking free at the 35. They make the stop, but not before he gains the 1st down. The screenplay works.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. That's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. The quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's going to take off here. Looks like Texas A&M will have the 1st down.
I'd really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. You're looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming. And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage. Now, don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Close to the tight end. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Now it's second down here. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kurt.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12.